Well, our correspondent, Jane Francis Nweze, is standing by in Brisbane, Australia, and she joins us on the news at 7 to give us update from the camp of the Super Falcons. Jane, it's a day after the historic victory for the Falcons. What's the mood in the camp of the Falcons at this time?
Well, still excitement and very positive energy vibe. The team, went out to the zoo after their light training, which included a gym walk and a full recovery from the work they put in yesterday, which yielded that victory. So the team is still in a celebratory mood but still very focused on the task ahead of them.
All right, they play against the Republic of Ireland. They still need at least a point in that game to secure qualification. Are the girls still seeing it as a tough task, or they're seeing it as a walk in the park? And perhaps are they not playing down the significance of that game?
Well, understanding how hard they had to work, to keep the scoreline against Canada very decent, and also knowing that yesterday, you can arguably say that the midfielders were better on the pitch and the Super Falcons just had a better result. They know it's not going to be a walk in the park against a Republic of Ireland. This is a team that, they don't have a known star who you're targeting, and that's always the problem with such teams. So it could be a couple of players just coming together, doing the right things at every given opportunity. It will be difficult for you to defeat them. So they still know that they have a difficult game ahead. Now it's like you've gotten the difficult one, which is winning the Australian team at home away from you. It's just for you to either get 1 point. And Emmanuel, you know that getting 1 point is also not easy because Ireland still have a lot to prove. So far in the tournament, they are the only team that is yet to get a point. They lost to Australia, lost to Canada, and now they would want to prove a point with Nigeria. So that game would definitely be difficult, and the Super Falcons understand this.
All right, Jane, let's talk about the Australians. It's not an easy feat for the Falcons to rub salt in the faces of their host. How are they taking that defeat? And how are they also getting ready for that all-important clash against Canada next Tuesday?
All right, so, Emmanuel, so basically the Super Falcons have, had so many experiences where they get to play against the host nation. It happened in the finals of the 2016 AFCON, also in 2019 France in the round of 16. So they played against the French team. And I would say that the Australians have been the most receptive. The fans, despite wanting the Matildas to win, of course, they have the chance. Aussie. But there was, I can tell you that they were equally happy, that this team, most teams outside of African continent tend not to understand, what the Super Falcons mean and what they stand for. So I also think that happened to the Australians. They underrated, but the fans, the media, on some level, maybe the players underrated the Super Falcons. So it was a surprising performance for them yesterday, and they took it really well. Considering that the few number of Nigerians we had on the stand yesterday supporting the Super Falcons even started taunting the Australians. When the Super Falcons went 3-1 ahead and looked unstoppable in that game. So you had the Nigerians, mocking them, chanting Aussie, and laughing. But they still took it very well. And I think it's been so good for the team.
Okay. Jane Francis Nweze, our correspondent live from Brisbane, Australia, where the FIFA Women's World Cup is ongoing. Thank you for joining us on the news at 7.